Oh, it's you.
Is that all you got?
Right behind you.
Stop it!
There. That's Thomas' old house. I wonder what he wanted me to find. Place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. His most prized possession. Damn you, Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Would be if he just told me. I never gave him any reason to be coy. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some time with this. I haven't talked about this in a while, so thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Genuine healing feast. Sure us all about that.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. Exactly the case. With everything happening and my own advanced age, I have had trouble keeping up. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone, they bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
Of course. I follow a Valian tradition that teaches that the journey back to the cycle is a long and perilous one. Barrett appears as the usher to guide souls into the next life, but those who lose their way risk the ire of the Pallid Knight. We offer food to the recently dead to still their minds and give them something to offer should the Knight demand her toll. The recently dead are nearly as alive as you or I. Many don't believe they're dead, and many rebel against Barrett's beckoning. Any peace we can offer only helps them accept their fate and move on to the next life. I like your spirit. I feel better about this already. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. Loggers from the old days, they sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stairs wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fure, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. Such a tragedy. A young family lost their lives there as the wilds encroached, swallowed before they could even flee. That is the least of my worries. But yes, bringing closure to the recent dead will finally allow me a good night's sleep. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
Wanjo. Wanjo. But I couldn't. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. You don't have many friends, do you? Ah, gods. Guess I don't have much in the way of manners either. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is. We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Belena and Adelaro are their names. Haven't seen more than 20 winters and gods, they act their age. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... I think they know each other very well.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I... Look at this place. Sinkholes to the left, bad crops to the right. Everyone here is exhausted. This is the first rest I've had in days. Meanwhile, the Animancers and Vidaro fiddle with their experiments. But that's no concern of ours until my rangers come home. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. You know what I mean? Unseen, unheard.
Nice work.
You're to your left. And raw. EOC. Coming from your right. And raw. EOC. On your right. And raw. And raw. Coming from the right. And raw. And raw. Not looking so good. That's one for us.
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. They're all dreams now. Sweet peons, violets, and sardines. Hello. Are you a fish too? Oh, the sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. The dream scourge. Is this how it starts? She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
Belena sings on the breeze. We're Belena? Maybe you're Belena. Where's Adelaro? We need him. Adelaro, how beautiful. He entwines us. He was with us. We cannot feel him in the leaves. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us. The animancers hoard their shiny stones. They scratch at our surface. But we will speak to them. They will join us. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
There's no way to be gentle about this, is there?
Sink into the earth and grow. Will we see him again? Will he remember how we danced under the moon? Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and bore. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Chew it! Spit it out! Chew it out!
Let's go! Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge. Here. Tell me you're joking. So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now? That won't do any good. Do you think poking around and severing her soul will save her life? Even so, if it's early days and Vidaro doesn't find out... All right, but we'll try it. Once. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job. I never thought... I just hope we're not making a mistake.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I mean. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late. Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fior are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have? Officially no, but I have been known to dabble with essence infusion here and there. I have one such item for sale, actually. A beautiful mace made of star metal, crafted by the finest smiths of Solace Keep and enchanted by yours truly. It is a wonder to behold. Care to see? Ado! Welcome back. Care to take a look around?
Pour you a drink, godlike. Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The animancers never know when to shut their mouths. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. You see this pub? No one here is an animancer. We are Fiores labor, rangers, farmers, and the sentries. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night. Although I admit Fior is in a bad way, Dream Scourge or not, we've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you? What are you fixing to know? I opened the place after my brother cut me out of the family business years ago. I opened the bone and bore for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types. In a word, tea. My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mom was an animancer, and the pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business. Visit the magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you? Welcome back, envoy. Would you care for a refreshment? If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice. Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few of the remedies that help foster a peaceful environment. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement. Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle. Fior Mesiverno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else? Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse. One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen. Among other things, it told my father the recipe for a blueberry tart. Popular item until the recent troubles. Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable, but the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity, and so here we are. Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with. A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief. What? I mean, I'm sorry. What? Could you possibly elaborate? Oh, what a horrible idea. It's just that these sorts of things happen to other people, but never me. I wouldn't even know where to start. I was afraid you were going to say that. It seems I need to gather my wits and figure out what to do next. I have no skill with romance, you see. Oh dear. Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years. The fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Welcome to Poria and Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair. 5 summers ago, business was thriving. But now charlatans are selling crystals and essence enlargers in the streets. Add rumors of Dream Scourge and everyone is buying from these swindlers. At least you've come in. Oh, I could, easily. But in the long run, where would that get me? I would be no better than them. I used to believe animancers would trust science, but I'm beginning to doubt that. At least I don't have to convince you.
really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from you. How else will they learn if we don't...
I thought they'd be grateful for our advice.
Fine. If I ever have any crops of my own, I won't use animals here around. I'm not making it up. What about you? You're the envoy. Of all people, you should know. I was out hunting for spring berries yesterday evening when I saw a group of soldiers in the woods. I didn't linger long. I didn't want them to notice me, but they were adhering. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure. They looked like they were arguing. Maybe they were lost. I also saw the most unusual woman. She was alone, but I couldn't see her face behind the cowl and mask. An inquisitor? Here? In Emerald Stair? What did I tell you?
Perhaps, let's give it a rest.
I wouldn't have taken Nudwin for a walk in the woods type, but who knows?
Come and get me. Oh, no, you don't. Nice shot. I was just getting warmed up.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it? I left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food to get us through the next few months. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat. What? No. We're fine. No smuggling, no dream scourge. What are you implying? Huh. Like sticking your nose in other people's business, do you? No, it's not like that. Gods, don't know who to trust these days. My wife, she's sick. Not a dream troll, just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now it's gone. There. Are you happy? It's weeping fever. A rose draught would clear her up, but good luck finding any to spare. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
case.
Keep quiet.
Watch yourselves.
I really don't think you saw what you think you saw.
You think I'm what? Seeing things. They're out there. I know it.
You haven't eaten in a week. None of us have.
All the more reason to pay attention to our surroundings. There's someone else out there. Someone new. Probably adherents.
And you're the only one who saw them?
People in armor, skulking about in the forest. And it's definitely not the rangers from Fjord.
See? Even the adherent agrees with me. Either way, you need to get some rest. And you, adherent, should just be moving on.
Stop right there, Adiran. I know what you did. I don't have to bow and scrape to you because you let Egwolf live. You want a parley? Erlin's with the others, deeper in the cave. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself.
Was it not enough to be hungry? Now we have to be damn. There has to be a caravan coming soon. There has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Stay calm. Let us see what our visitors have to say for themselves. I said stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlin, I know this is the Adiran who set Igwulf free, but
what are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? He spared Igwulf for a reason. I'm sure he also has a reason to stand before us now. It behooves us to listen to it. Igwulf is a zealot and a madman. Still, you saw promise. I hope you do not live to regret your choice. Many of our fellow rebels hold fast to Igwulf's vision. We are not among them. Now, we are tired. Please state your purpose and leave. We fought with the rebels in Paradis. The Steel Garrote closed in on us. We had no choice but to escape. All we wanted was to survive. We had no idea Emerald Stair was like this. I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will. We tried. The Rangers have already hunted the region dry. Whatever food remains is barely edible from the blight. I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice. Compromise. The food we have is already barely enough.
don't answer that.
Please. We took some supplies from Adiran soldiers. Yes. Incense, rose draught. It is useless to us. We are hungry, not ill. We would give it gladly. But what of this farmer? We have taken his livelihood. Are we to believe he would be satisfied with such a trade? Indeed. Perhaps you will be able to reason with him. Here, take what you need. We will pray for his family's health.
Right. Never expected that to work.
I admit I am unused to Adiran generosity.
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits? You did what? You actually found treatment for her. But you let them keep the crops? Why would you do a thing like that? And they'll still prosper. They should have given me both as an apology. Now I'll have to go bow and scrape to the Grain Commission for help. I don't need it. I wouldn't have needed it if you hadn't gotten involved. Of course not. It's not about pride. It's about a husband's duty. Gods. Fine. I'll go when it's quiet, when no one can see me. But nothing happened here. Understand? That's the spirit.
A hand to aid the other. Succor for those with eyes to see.
Let me at least pay you. It's not much, but it's what I can afford. Fine. But I won't let people think I let you work for free. Take this. A nobleman gave it to my grandfather, I think. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt it.
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a battle dog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately. Oh, hey there. Something on your mind? It just took me back. Something about her reminded me of old times, war stories. Yeah, seeing someone you know, someone close to you, beyond help like that. I just want to know. You were blunt when you told her about Adelaro. Why? Yeah, she did. And even in the state she was in, she handled it. Better than most. Sorry. I need a moment to clear my head.
Envoy? That was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her. Conflict, no. Consequences for my actions, oh yes. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject. Ask away. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here. There's a skeleton sitting in a chair out on the coast, west of the fjord docks. No idea what it's doing there, but I'm always curious. I haven't dealt with Delamgon and blights and such all that much. They usually don't bother you unless you step too far off the trail. Of course, that's pretty much a given in your line of work, so we're all doing things we're not used to doing. Still, if you have a choice between upsetting the forest and not doing that, think about it. Maybe consider that the Forest and Emerald Stair are known to hold a grudge. There's a skeleton sitting in a chair out on the coast. Most of this is probably old information for you, but you asked. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look. Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind of game you can imagine. Just make sure whatever you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh, and be careful when you leave the roads. You never know when that deer you killed was some Delamgon's favorite pet. Right, changing the subject. I'd just tell you what I told you last time you asked me that. Nothing has changed since then. Oh, good. Let's have it. Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't like talking about it. So why pry? Wouldn't you rather your wilderness guide be happy than unburdened by thoughts of his past? Ah, not without a sharp blade or a barrel of Wodak, you won't. When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Ilinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own. I was usually part of a small patrol, maybe 4 wardens. We'd travel the roads in Galawain's tusks, and I was in charge of camp. We'd make sure the Zarps weren't getting restless, the roads were clear of bandits, and the lava flows weren't flooding. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own, so I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it. Right, changing the subject. Anyway, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood. I wish I could say the same. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
Kai hinting? Believe me, that Nim dude isn't subtle.
He's right. I'd rather drink salt water than have a hard conversation. That's what I admire about Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
So, what kind of Korba would do something like that?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side. What's on your mind? And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests? I don't know, but it can't be good. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us. It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this. Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the living lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
You must have a death wish.
Marius is right, and I don't usually say that in front of him. If you see anything that looks like it's trying to hug you, draw your weapon or run. Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
Not the same way adherents do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself. Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond. Good thing you're asking the expert. You've heard everything I have to say about our crew. I'll tell you what I can. If you get up in the night, don't wander too far.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you. Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her. We reach, the spines tear into us. We pull our hands away. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We know. A storm from the same spark. All pain cuts with the same blade. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it. No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
Show me what you got!
Go!
Next work and roll! And roll!
Everybody all right?
I explained all that. I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarip's side?
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarops came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarops aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarops attack equipment, not just continue the raid?
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out, and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
We're nearing the Zarop camp. The farmer said these Zarops weren't acting hostile, but... I've always heard they're more scared of us than we are of them. Right. Smells like Zarab's in here. Cave up on the cliff. Maybe these Zarabs are protecting something. One moment.
Come closer now. I know you're there. Don't worry. My friends here won't bite. Ah, there you are. I appreciate your restraint. Most people would have a hard time walking among a camp full of Zarups. Then allow me to present my case. A trained scout such as yourself knows of Zarups as wild creatures, driven by prey and survival. These Zarups and I have formed a symbiosis, like the poor frog and the abyss viper.
Gods help me. This guy is making sense.
I provide them with safety, prey, and peace, and they help me further some of my more controversial goals. Then I shall get started. You may have noticed a couple of things about Emerald Stair. The people are pushing against nature, and nature is pushing back. The animancers with their soul machines are poisoning the land, driving it to find new ways to protect itself. As a result, the plants are rising up, and the land has afflicted us with the Dream Scourge. It is doing what it can to survive.
I don't know much about the Dream Scourge, but yes, this makes more sense than I'd care to admit.
We destroy the Animancer's equipment, remove the threat, and the land can struggle and grow as has always been intended. Meanwhile, I protect my Zarup friends and keep them from carrying out the bloodier raids they might have done without my direction.
I hate to say it, but if there's a chance that animancy is causing the Dream Scourge, this Nimdude might be in the right.
I may not love animancy, but I don't trust this guy at all. You don't settle an honest dispute by sneaking and sabotaging. Well, I hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I will change your mind. Trust me.
Coming from your right. Try that again. Heal yourself. Your armor's too weak here. Look for a new weapon. Here they come. Take your best shot.
Rally. Back on my
Here we go! Take it down! Behind you!
I hate that his plan makes sense to me. Without smashing a few machines will bring an end to the
I can't! Thanks, soldier. Back in the fight.